Hello students, next application of solution of Laplace equations is potential between coaxial conducting spheres. So what is meant by coaxial? These two conducting cylinders are having the same axis, central axis. Let us consider the first cylinder having radius A and the second cylinder having radius B. So these two cylinders are having unique axis. Our aim is to calculate the potential between these two cylinders. Let us consider a point R. So assume a cylinder having radius R. Our aim is to calculate what is the potential at a point R due to these two conducting cylinders. So in order to solve this, for simplicity, let us assume that these two cylinders are charged. Let the potential at the cylinder A is VA, that is at R is equal to A. The potential at the first conducting cylinder is VA. Let us assume that the second cylinder is grounded, that is the potential is equal to 0 at R is equal to B. So these two are the boundary conditions. That is, potential is depending only on the values of R only. So in order to solve this, we have taken the Laplace equation in cylindrical coordinates. So in cylindrical coordinates, the Laplace equation is del square V is equal to 1 by R, dou by dou R, R into dou V by dou R plus 1 by R square, dou square V by dou theta square plus dou square V by dou Z square is equal to 0. So in order to know the potential, we have taken R only. So these two terms, theta and Z, are constraints here. So we should not concentrate on the second term and third term. We take the first term. What is the first term? 1 by R, dou by dou R of R into dou V by dou R is equal to 0. So then dou by dou R of R, dou V by dou R is equal to 0. Then R into dou V by dou R is equal to some constant, integration constant C1. Right, please note down this one. Next. R dou V by dou R is equal to C1, then dou V by dou R is equal to C1 by R. Right. So then by taking integration, V is equal to, what is the integration of 1 by R? Log R. Log R base E plus some integration constant C2. So here unknowns are C1 and C2. In order to calculate these integration constants, let us consider the boundary condition V is equal to VA at R is equal to A, V is equal to 0 at R is equal to B. So what is the first boundary condition? First boundary condition is V is equal to VA at R is equal to A. At R is equal to A, V is A, VA, C1 log A base C plus C2. Next, what is the second boundary condition? Potential is 0 at R is equal to B. So why we are taking these two boundary conditions means to solve C1 and C2. So let us subtract these two equations. On subtracting, we get VA. So C1 log A base C minus log B base C, C2 get cancelled. So that is C1 into log base C of A by B. Then C1 becomes, C1 is equal to, what is the value of C1? VA divided by log base C of A by B. So we have calculated the value of C1. So from this expression, what is C2? C2 is equal to minus C1 log B base C. So C1 is VA by log A by B log B base C. So we have calculated the value of C2 also. So note down these two values. Let us substitute this C1 and C2 both together in this equation. Right? What is C1 here? C1 is, then V is equal to, potential at R is, C1 is VA by log base C A by B log R base C plus, what is C2? Minus C1. So minus here. So minus VA by log A by B log B base C. So I am substituted these two values in the above equation. Then we get VA is common, log A by B. The remaining ones are log R base C minus log B base C. That is VA by log A by B log base C R by B. So this is the potential between the two coaxial conducting cylinders.